Hello, and welcome back to Scribble and Dibble. I am Scribs, and today we are back with another speed paint. And today I'm going to be talking about how I managed to post so often on social media with ADHD and OCD. And we're also going to be looking at me doing some commissions. So this commission. The commissioner, what's the person's name? The person who commissioned me asked me to draw 4 characters. They gave me a color palette and they gave me these themes, and then I went ahead and you made these characters in what is this called? Clip Studio Paint. And so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. And I really love these designs. It made me realize I want to do a lot more character design, a lot more character sheets, get into all that stuff, and really start pushing my comic. But it also made me realize that I will need to be commissioned in order to, be able to pursue more of these projects, because I don't think I'm in a place right now where I can fall off with the schedule that I've created for myself in order to propel my career forward and get my engagement up and increase my reach and all this stuff. So I'll be putting up a commission sheet out somewhere soon. Maybe I'll put it up on YouTube in another video when I finally get everything right and settled. But I wanted to do it after I finished all this drawings, and then I didn't know if I wanted to rush myself and put it out right now because this has been a really heavy week. And so let's get into the topic at hand. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about my mental health history with art. I am 21, and I felt as though there was something a little bit off about me since I was very young. I don't know how to describe it, but I really had a thing about with paranoia, and I've always had a thing about time and people canceling and about how certain things are supposed to go. And at times people would call me spoiled, or say I'm spoiled and everything, because sometimes I really couldn't handle certain changes. It would give me a lot of anxiety, and I had really bad anxiety when it came to going outside and stuff. That got way worse during the pandemic, so I am agoraphobic. But when I was little, I didn't really recognize it as that. I always had to have someone with me in high school. Especially, I had to have someone with me if I was going somewhere. I loaded traveling to, walking to the train station alone or to the bus stop alone. I would push back my own schedule, to go home and, do homework if I was going to go home on the bus alone, because I was, so scared to be alone. So stuff like that. And now I only go outside if somebody can come with me. Other than that, I don't go outside. I waste a lot of money ordering food and ordering a bunch of stuff my groceries and everything, but I cannot manage it. And a lot of times I can't I have a thing with walking very, very far for very long. I get really itchy. All the dirt, because I don't live in a particularly cleanly place. I don't live in a wealthy area. Me and my family are upper lower class, I guess, and or middle lower class, I don't know, but we're not rich. We don't live in the most cleanly area, and that bothers me a lot. It contributes to my anxiety. So one of the ways that I'm able to post so often on social media is because I never leave the house. I don't have a lot going on, but at the same time I have a lot going on because I work from home, and my job is it's remote, but my job is in my home as well. My mom has a daycare, and I work at her daycare. I'm one of the providers. I also sometimes I contribute some arts and crafts stuff to my church as well, so there's always that thing going on. And now I've started traveling alone for the first time in a while to do my driver's lessons, which I know I need to learn how to drive for the sake of my family. So I'm managing to stomach that anxiety, but it is pretty bad. So when I'm on the bus, I'm freaking out, and it hasn't gotten better over the years. I am on medication, if you're wondering, so that also helps a bit because I don't have as much breakdowns as I used to, so I'm also able to produce more. So then the next part, which is like focusing and planning and everything. How do I manage to do that? Because I'm obsessed with time, one of the things that I'm really good at is time management and planning out. I plan ahead everything. I have my videos planned up until April right now, and I film about 2 videos a week, or I try to film 2 videos a week. Right now, my uploads are like 1 week ahead, or like right now I'm right on time, but I'm about to make it 1 week ahead. There's been certain points in the year when I've been 3 videos ahead, so everything was pre-recorded, and I had already, everything was already uploaded. So if I needed a break, I would have time to relax. So that's one of the ways that I manage to post so often. I also plan out my reels, or I will sometimes find a reel that I want to do and then do it the night before and post it in the morning. Some reels are shorter than others and less work, but the reels that might be more engaging or use a popular sound, those will take more time, and I will have to plan ahead. Smart thing to do, I think, is to draw everything on the weekend and then start posting on the weekdays. I also look up like best posting times, best posting days, all this stuff, so that I can try to maximize my reach and hope that I get good engagement from it. Unfortunately, I do not get the best engagement on Instagram, but over here, I've been getting pretty good engagement, pretty good reach. I wouldn't say the best engagement, like people don't comment all that often, but that's okay. And people don't like all that often, but I'm getting a lot more views on my things, and I really, really do appreciate that. So I just want to take a moment to say that we have reached 100 subscribers. I had 100 subscribers on my old channel, but my old channel also used to be a hair channel that I used to do with my sister, so that wasn't 100% me, and I was worried that I wouldn't be able to reach that. And I might have already said this in one of my videos, but if you're new here, maybe you're hearing this for the first time, I want to say that I'm forever grateful, and I'm so happy. And yeah, it's like honestly been the best thing to see that I reached 100 subscribers. Now, to make money off of YouTube, I need to get 1,000. So I'm hoping that if I continue on the path that I'm at, I will be able to reach that by the summer or the end of the year or something. I don't know. Is the summer too soon to shoot for that? I feel like I don't know how things will work out, but I am still posting constantly. And yeah, so let's just hope it works out. But when I get more busy, like if I go outside, it does take more energy out of me, and I do start to fall back. And I have really bad sleeping patterns. I have insomnia, so back to the mental health talk. With the insomnia, if I'm up and I have the energy, I will draw. Might as well be quote unquote productive with the time that I'm up, when I really should just be asleep. But yeah, that could help as well for me. Also, and it can also hurt. Yeah, I'm really, unfortunately, I am in this sort of grind mindset when it comes to trying to make this my career, and maybe that determination can seem admirable to some people, and that drive can be what people look for. But one thing that has happened to me due to this grind mindset, the not being able to stop, the having to propel myself forward all the time, having to push and always wanting to succeed, is I have lost a lot of energy to do anything really normal. Like, I don't think that I can ever really, I don't see myself ever working in a studio or working for a corporation or not being my own boss, because of all the stuff that I've done. In high school, I was not medicated. I was severely depressed and just going through it. And then in 2020, right before the pandemic, I had so many health issues that had arisen, and because everything was shut down, and they were like, if it's not an emergency, which I definitely think it was an emergency, but they weren't able to take me in, unfortunately. They were like, if it's not an emergency, you can't come in, just take a bunch of pain meds. So I had to be in a lot of pain and still be in school in my AP classes and search for summer jobs and all this stuff, and everything just kept happening, and I've developed it wasn't good. I have a chronic issue now that I feel like could have been rectified if I was able to handle one of the health issues earlier, but that this is just how things worked out. I tried to do 2 summer jobs as well, and I ended up just being so drained by the end of it. So when it really comes down to it, like I was trying so hard. Like I went back to college, and to go into college, try to take more courses so I can finish college earlier than planned. Later, it's gonna be later than planned, but earlier than I had wanted to, and everything. It would have been like so much energy out of me because I was attempting to get an associate's degree to be more hireable, like to maybe be a UX designer or something that I'm not really truly interested in, but kind of close to the career that I want to do, so I could get stable income and then pursue this dream. But every day I woke up, I felt depleted, and I was like, I can't do it. Like I cry every time I stare at a piece of homework. And even if I'm smart enough, people always tell me, oh, but you're smart, but you're intelligent. Like, why are you sad? Why are you depressed? Why don't you like school? You're good at it. I'm like, I'm only good at it because I have this drive or whatever to be good, and it helps and it hurts, and I quit school, so that's another way that I always have time to post on social media. I'm not in school. I don't have a degree. I don't plan on getting a degree, which is controversial for a lot of people, but I believe to succeed in art, you don't exactly need a degree. I'm hoping I can make it on here. I don't know what exactly else I need to do besides continuing to improve on my own, and I'm hoping to actually start on a lot of the projects that I want, and I'm hoping that will be engaging. Like I want to do a lot of animatics and start selling my comic and comic-ass, more like a picture book, an adult picture book, and not only pictures, but more work. I mean, like more words and then like one picture, if that makes sense. Like it's not like a graphic novel exactly. It's like when you read like Big Nate or something. Maybe that's a graphic novel. I don't know my terminology. I'm just trying to say it's pictures and it's pictures, but it's more words. Yeah. Something like that, because I really like to write. So yeah, I've always been more of a creative person, and I've been good at schoolwork and coursework and everything, but it really isn't for me. Like whatever profession people do, that's like that they have to go to college. Like I know everybody struggles in college, but boy oh boy, I was only taking 3 classes. At one point I only took 1, another point I only took 2, and it would have taken me forever just to get an associate's degree. So I was like, I'm gonna try to do more, and I couldn't. Yeah, and I have complicated feelings about that, but in the end I'm trusting to believe that it was the best decision for me. And so these are all the ways that I managed to post so often on social media. I'm literally living, eating, breathing, sleeping my art. But there's a lot of things that set me back. One thing, I don't eat enough, and I don't eat as often as I should. I don't eat as much as I should. So more often than not, I don't have as much energy as I would like to, and that can set me back a lot. Another thing I would say is because I don't sleep, like I said earlier, because I don't sleep very often, that's another thing that takes my energy away. And the last thing I would say is I haven't made something as complete. Like, I see people pumping out art constantly that's way more complete, and I have not done that, like complete pieces and everything, but I'm challenging myself to draw one piece a month that has like a background and stuff. I'm kind of almost finished with the first piece for January, and I will be releasing that on my Instagram, I think, and maybe my Patreon. I don't know. I have a Patreon. I don't post as often on there anymore because I don't have any patrons, and it felt like it's a lot of work to put in for, because I have a little bit of content over there, but it was a lot of work to put in addition to this, in the reels and the everything, when I don't have anybody following me over there. I don't really think that I want to, my voice is so gravelly when it gets low now, and I don't think I had that when I was younger. I don't know, but I don't know how I feel about Instagram anymore. I know it's a good place for a lot of people. I don't know that it's a good place for me. It sucks. I know it's hard for everybody, but because I'm so small and growth is slow and posting every day seems to be like not doing what it was at one point, it just makes me wonder, like, is this worth it? Am I stressing myself out for no reason? But because I'm always going to be posting on YouTube anyway, like, I'm still giving it a go. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the speed paint, and I will show you the final drawings. And the person that commissioned me likes them all so far, and they should be watching, and they will probably leave a comment. Yeah, please leave a comment, a like, tell me about you, and your mental health and your art. What's your relationship? Oh, I have another thing to say. My art isn't like something I use to cope with my mental health. I don't think so. I think my music was more, but I don't play or write as much as I did, and maybe that's something that stresses me out a little bit more because I don't have that outlet. I have no idea. I haven't really thought about it that deeply. But yeah, my art has never been like, oh, like I'm using this to like I'm drawing this piece because this is gonna help me feel better. Like, I've never had that feeling or anything like that. It's not really like an escapism thing. Sometimes I do a little bit of fan art, but most of the time, yeah, I'm just drawing because it's fun to create, and I really like creating. And but I would say that the tortured artist myth, like, that's real. I would say I'm a tortured artist, I guess. But yeah, but my art isn't used as an outlet, so it really is more would I say it's an escape? I don't think so. It's just something fun that I do, that I really love to do, that I'm good at. So yeah. And I'm looking at this drawing and I'm like, does this line art make a lick of sense? I don't know. Maybe. maybe so, maybe not. That's a song by Kid Cudi, and I love that song. So yeah, bye. Hope you enjoy the rest of the speed paint. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.